Starting to connect with the breath, breathing into a 4 count, holding to a 4 count, and exhaling to a 4 count. And again, I'm going to go ahead and ring the gong before we start practice. And before we start the weekend, and again, soles of our feet together, knees out wide, starting to move down on our backs, allowing our knees to fall open with gravity, allowing our shoulders to fall open with gravity as well, starting to connect with the breath, breathing into a 4 count, holding to a 4 count, and exhaling to a 4 count. And as you breathe, breathe in through the belly, up through the ribs, the lungs, all the way to the tops of your throats. And then exhale in the opposite direction from the tops of your throats down through the ribs, the lungs, all the way to your bellies, as though you're wringing water from a washcloth, bringing navel into spine. Again, perhaps place your right hands on your bellies and your left hands on your hearts to track the breath as it moves through your bodies. And let's begin. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 2, 3, 4. Again, inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 2, 3, 4. One more time, inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 2, 3, 4. Now allow your breathing to come naturally to its own rhythm. Allow the warmth of your breath to go to any area of your body that is tense or sore, and allow the breath to relieve the tension or soreness that is there. Imagine your breath gathering up all of the tension and soreness in your bodies and breathing it out so that you begin to feel peaceful and relaxed. Any distracting thoughts or feelings that you may have, allow them to be sent out with the breath. And as you breathe, allow yourselves to go deeper and deeper into this state of calm, knowing that you are in control at all times. Connect with a personal intention for this practice. That intention could be physical, mental, or spiritual. And it could be for you or for someone you love. seal that intention with one deep inhale. And one deep exhale. Good job. Inhale those knees and arms to center. Exhale, knees to the left, arms to the right. Look over your right shoulder and breathe again, opening up those right obliques. Releasing toxins as you do, looking over that right shoulder. And smile. It's Friday. The weekend is coming. Inhale back to center. Exhale, knees to the right, arms to the left. Look over your left shoulder and breathe. Again, breathing into this simple twist. Opening up those left obliques as you do. And smile. Inhale back to center. Wrap your arms around your knees. Grab opposite elbows. Rock back and forth. Massage your lower backs and your kidneys as you do. And then from here, bend your knees at a 90-degree angle. Flex your feet. Draw your arms up overhead. Maybe tuck in your shirts too, actually. Inhale first. Exhale as you cross over to the left. Extend your right leg. Flex your foot, but don't touch. Inhale back. Exhale to the right. Again, extend that left leg. Flex your foot, but don't touch. Inhale back. Exhale to the left. Inhale back. Exhale to the right. Inhale back. Exhale left. Inhale back. Exhale right. 2 more or 7 more, wherever you are. To the left first. Inhale back. Exhale to the right. Inhale back, exhale left. Inhale back, exhale right. And again, you can stay with us or stop now. Inhale back, exhale left. Inhale back, exhale right. Inhale back, exhale left. Inhale back, exhale right, and again, 2 more if you're with us. Inhale back, exhale left. Inhale back, exhale right. 1 more. Inhale back, exhale left. Inhale back, and exhale right. Good job. Draw your knees in for a hug. Rock back and forth. Massage your lower backs and your kidneys. Good job. And let's go ahead and move into Happy Baby again. Rocking back and forth, dragging our knees down towards our shoulder blades. Breathing in and out. And then place your hands, no, not yet, sorry. Extend your legs to the end of the mat. Roll over onto your left side. Left elbow, left palm of your hand down. Inhale that right knee in, grab your instep. Exhale, extend above you, drag that right shoulder back and down. Breathing in and out in infinity pose. Maybe grab on to that calf muscle, drag your leg towards you if this is in your practice. Wherever you are is perfect. Inhale, that right knee in. Exhale. exhale down to the end of the mat. Roll over onto the right side. Right elbow, right palm of your hand down. Inhale that left knee in. Grab your instep. Exhale, extend above you. Drag that left shoulder back and down. Breathing in and out. In infinity pose. Again, maybe grab on to your calf muscle, dragging it towards you. If this is in your practice, wherever you are is perfect. Inhale that left knee in. Exhale down to the end of the mat. And then draw your knees in, spinal rolls from shoulder to tailbone and back again, allowing each vertebra to come back into alignment as you do. And then come up to Sukhasana, simple seated pose, crisscross applesauce. Drag your shoulders back and down, aligning all of your chakras. Again, your crown, your third eye, your throat, your heart, your solar plexus, your sacrum, and your root chakra. All of them in alignment. Make sure that you keep dragging those shoulders back and down. Soft shoulders. Again, pulling them as far away from your ears as possible. Maybe place the backs of your hands on your knees, making mudras with both sets of fingers. Again, breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth, using straw breathing, or imagine that you're blowing out a candle. As you breathe in, think Om if you would like to. Om. And as you breathe out, think Ah. Again, the Tibetan expression of love. But wherever you are is perfect. Inhale both arms all the way up, inhaling gratitude. And then exhale as you drag those hands to Anjali Mudra, releasing whatever does not serve you today on the mat. Inhale all the way up. Inhaling love. Love for yourself, love for others. And then exhale as you release any fear that you may have. Let it go. Inhale all the way up. Inhaling forgiveness. Forgiveness for yourself, forgiveness for others. And then exhale again as you drag those hands to Anjali Mudra, releasing whatever you don't need with you today on the mat. Good job. And again, keep dragging those shoulders back and down. It's so important in yoga to open your hearts as much as possible, allowing all of the love and the gratitude that you can receive to come in during practice, to be sent out as well to all that need it during practice. Good job. Inhale first. Exhale as you extend that right leg. We're not going to go through the whole Janu Shasana sequence. We're just going through Janu Shasana on each side. Inhale both arms all the way up. Twist to the right and exhale. As you reach, chin to shin, and then curl in Janu Shasana. Again, maybe placing That left hand over your left kidney. Sending the breath into it, puffing it out, keeping it healthy. Inhale as you walk those hands back again. Exhale as you bend that right knee. Inhale first. Exhale as you extend your left leg. And again, draw that right heel in. Inhale both arms all the way up. Twist to the left. And exhale all the way down. Reach, 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 chin to shin. And then just curl in. Maybe placing that right hand over your right kidney, forcing the breath into your kidney, keeping it healthy as you do. Inhale as you walk those hands back again. Exhale as you bend your knee. And then from here, place your hands on your shoulders. We're going to do baby bird 10 times forward, 10 times backward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then backward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good job. I just realized I think my background is still pretty blurry. And I tried yesterday. I apologize to Caroline. I'm going to see, I wasn't able to ask Kiki yesterday because I didn't see her, but I think that my kids will be able to help me with this, so hopefully one of them will be able to tell me how to fix it. Let's go ahead and place our hands on the mat, roll up into table. In table, our shoulders are above our wrists, our hips are above our knees, and if we look between our legs, we shouldn't see our feet. Inhale first. Again to cow, looking up towards your third eye. Again, opening up your hearts in cow. Exhale to cat, dragging your spines upward, gazing at your navels. Inhale, again to cow. And exhale. The cat, good job. Come back to a flat back. Inhale, that right arm straight out, thumb is up, left leg goes back. Again, we're in sunbird. This is a balanced pose, looking out towards the front of your mat. Gently exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale out. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale out. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale out. Wrap that right arm around. Bend your knee, grab onto your foot, your toes, your ankle, and pull up again into modified dancer, modified bow pose. Wherever you are is perfect. And then exhale down. Inhale, that left arm straight out. Right leg goes back. Again, flex your foot, thumb is up. We're in sunbird, balance pose. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale out. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale out. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale out, wrap that left arm around. Bend your right leg, grab onto your foot, your toes, your ankle, wherever you are. Pull up into modified dancer, modified bow pose. Exhale down. Good job. Curl your toes under, sit back on your heels. Make infinity symbols with your wrists. Opening up your wrists, opening up your toes and your ankles as you do. And again, it's Friday. It's a beautiful day out today. We get to go to Prescott tomorrow, which is so exciting. Draw those arms up overhead. Drag your shoulders back and down. Drag your tailbones in. Again, in the Utthita, if this is in your practice. And then possibly drag your hands behind you. Fingertips touch. Pushing your fingertips up towards the crowns of your heads. Interlacing your thumbs. In Anjali Mudra behind your backs, prayer pose. Again, opening up your shoulders, your wrists, your fingers, your toes, and your ankles, all at the same time. This is such an important thing to do in yoga. Conscientiously open up all of these joints every day if possible, making sure that they function properly, that they're strong, don't break, which of course that's happened for me, but it healed pretty quickly, which is good. Again, we're here for 1 minute. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rock forward on your elbows. Slap out your toes. Good job. And then from here, plant the palms of your hands into the mat. Tuck in your shirts if you don't have them tucked in yet. Curl your toes under. Inhale first. Exhale back to down dog again. Ardha Mukha Shavasana, and then drag your hearts down towards your thighs as much as you can. Again, opening your hearts as you do, flattening your backs, pressing that area between your index finger and thumb into the mat, keeping the pressure off of your wrists, maybe walking the dog. Lifting first one heel and then the other off of the mat. If this is in your practice, good job. And then from here, come up on your tippy toes, bend your knees, look towards the front of the mat. Shoulders are back and down. We're in bear pose. Drag your tailbones in. Love those bears. Step or jump up, lighter than air. Inhale, halfway up to Ardha Tadasana. Again, fingertips are on the mat, shoulders back and down, flat backs. Tailbone comes in, looking towards the front of the room. Exhale down to Uttanasana. Again, we should be able to get closer and closer to the mat as we do this. Placing the palms of our hands on the mat, maybe bending your elbows, dragging yourselves in closer to your thighs. Maybe even placing your arms around your knees and drawing yourselves in. In standing Dandasana, so standing staff pose. Wherever you are is perfect. Release, inhale halfway up. Exhale down. Slightly bend your knees, inhale all the way up. Swan dive backward, hands come together. Slight back bend. And hands come to Anjali Mudra. Bowing your heads in honor of your practices. Good job. So today we're going to be doing our reverse triangle sequence. I'm going to adjust the video just a bit. So we're starting in Tadasana, mountain pose. And again, feel that mountain within you. As you're standing here, just think, ta-da, here I am. All four corners of your feet are growing into the mat. Lift your toes. Whoops, low battery. Just stay in Tadasana for just a few seconds while I get these plugged in. So funny because it never shows me and I'm never able to know. I should just do it every certain day of the week. That would be such a smart thing, but of course I don't. So I'm going to go ahead and just plug these in very quickly. Again, stay in Tadasana. Work on that Tadasana. Make sure that it's as strong and as proud as you can. There we go. Calf muscles moving inward, thighs are moving inward, pelvis down the back, abdomen is in, shoulders back and down. The crowns of our heads are moving towards the heavens, and our hands are open to receive in Tadasana. Draw your hands to Anjali Mudra. Come up on that right tippy toe. Draw your right heel to your left ankle, to your left calf, or to your left thigh. Remember, looking at your drishti. Drag that right knee back towards the wall as much as possible. We're in Vrikshasana, A, B, or C. Inhale those arms up overhead. Again, into Talasana or palm tree. Utthita, hands come together. And then exhale down to Anjali Mudra. Draw your knee to a marching position. Flex your foot. Inhale those arms all the way up. Again, into stork. Utthita. And down. Good job. Inhale first. And exhale as you take a giant step back. Maybe walk forward with that left leg. Square your hips to the front of the room. Draw your hands behind you. Inhale first. And then exhale as you humbly bow yourselves. Over that left thigh, chin to shin, again in pyramid pose. Allowing those wrists to fall towards the center of the room. If this is in your practice, make sure that that back foot is at a 45-degree angle. Draw your wrist back towards your waist. Release. Place your hands on either side of your foot. Inhale halfway up. Exhale as you grab onto your ankle, dragging yourselves in pyramid. Inhale halfway up. And then place that right hand on the left side of your foot. Open up to the side wall in reverse triangle, reverse Trikonasana. Squaring your shoulders to the side wall, hips to the front of the room. Exhale down, good job. Inhale halfway up once again. Exhale as you grab onto your ankle once again, pulling yourselves in for pyramid. Inhale up, place that left hand on the right side of your left foot. Open up to the side wall in traditional Trikonasana. Again, this time our hips are squared to the side wall, meaning that that right hip comes back, left hip comes forward. Our shoulders are also squared to the side wall. Good job. Exhale down. Inhale halfway up. And then one more time, drag yourselves in. Exhale all the way down. Inhale all the way up, swan dive backward, hands come together. Exhale down to Anjali Mudra. Inhale as you bend that left knee, bringing that right knee forward if you can. Wasn't very good on my part. Flexing your foot. Inhale first. Hold it, hold it, hold it. And then exhale down. Shake it out. Good job. We're going to do the other side now. Starting into Tadasana, mountain pose. All four corners of your feet are growing into the mat. Draw your hands to Anjali Mudra. Come up on that left tippy toe. Draw your left heel to your right ankle, to your right calf, or to your right thigh. Again, Vrikshasana A, B, or C. Inhale those arms up overhead into Talasana or palm tree. Utthita, hands come together and down. Draw your knee to a marching position. Flex your foot. Inhale those arms up overhead once again. Into stork. Utthita. And down. Inhale first. Then exhale as you take a giant step back at a diagonal. Again, walk that right foot forward if you'd like to. Square your hips to the front of the room. Good job. And then from here, take Venus Mudra. Inhale first, shoulders back and down. Exhale as you humbly bow yourselves over that left thigh, or right thigh, bringing your chin to your shin in pyramid. Allowing your wrists to come towards the center of the room with gravity. Draw them back towards your waist before you release. Inhale halfway up. Exhale as you grab onto your ankle, pulling yourselves in as close as you can in pyramid. Inhale halfway up. Place that left hand on the right side of your foot. Open up to the side wall. Again, in reverse Trikonasana, reverse triangle. We're keeping our hips square to the front of the room. And we're also opening our shoulders to the side wall. Exhale down. Inhale halfway up. Exhale down as you grab on to your ankle once again, pulling yourself in pyramid. Inhale halfway up. Place that right hand on the inside of your right foot. Open up to the side wall. This time, dragging that left hip back, right hip forward. So your hips and your shoulders are squared to the side wall. Exhale down. Inhale halfway up. Exhale down one last time. Grab onto your ankle, pull yourselves in. And then inhale all the way up, swan dive backward. Exhale those hands down to Anjali Mudra. Inhale as you bend your right knee, coming through into a marching position. My legs are not very strong anymore because I have been doing so many steps every day. I must admit, I feel it in my legs, which is good. And then exhale down. Shake it out. Good job. One of these days, I'm going to be really strong, much stronger than I was before. Again, shoulders back and down. Hands at Anjali Mudra. Take a giant step back with your left foot. Toes in, heels out. Draw your hands behind you in Venus Mudra. Inhale first. And exhale as you humbly bow yourselves. Again, dragging the crowns of your heads down. Allowing your wrists to fall open to the center of the room with gravity. Breathing in and out. Draw your wrists back towards your waist before you release. Inhale halfway up. Spread your feet if this is in your practice. And then exhale as you walk your hands backward. Drawing the crowns of your heads down towards the mat. Inhale as you walk those hands back. Right hand comes out just a little farther. Inhale that left arm all the way up. Exhale as you cross under, grabbing your right thigh, right calf, right ankle in Prasarita Pardittanasana. And again, working towards getting the crowns of your heads and your right elbows down to the mat. Inhale, that right arm up, bend your elbow, find that left hip crease, opening your hearts to the side wall through the breath. Inhale, that right arm up, exhale down. Inhale your left arm all the way up. And exhale down, good job. Placing that left hand out just a little bit farther. Inhale, that right arm all the way up. Exhale as you cross under. Grabbing your left thigh, left calf, left ankle. Working towards bringing the crowns of your heads and your elbows down to the mat, if this is in your practice. Inhale, that left arm up, bend your elbow, find that right hip crease, and again, we're opening our hearts to the side wall through the breath in Prasarita Pardittanasana. Inhale, that left arm up, exhale down, inhale your right arm all the way up, and exhale down, good job. And then from here, let's go ahead and inhale first, and exhale as you come on to that left heel, extending your right leg. We're in Flying Monkey. Place your hands on either side of your knee. And again, you can stay here. You can gaze at a drishti, practicing balance, maybe coming up into Anjali Mudra, possibly drawing your hands up overhead in the Utthita. Wherever you are is perfect. This side is definitely not my side, but one day it will be. Using the strength of your legs, come up to the top of the mat, again in Flying Monkey, placing your hands on either side of your knee. You can stay here, you can find a focal point 3 feet out. And again, draw your hands to Anjali Mudra. Maybe draw them up overhead if this is in your practice. For some reason, I could stay here for a very, very, very long time. Other side, not so much. And then slowly draw those hands back to the mat. Twist to the front of the room. Walk that right foot all the way to the left. Right knee down, left top of foot down. Inhale as you walk those hands back as far as you can. Royal Pigeon. Draw your hands to Anjali Mudra. Inhale first. And exhale as you humbly bow yourselves. Drawing that left cheek down towards the mat. Breathing in and out. In humbly bowing, resting pigeon. And again, we're allowing any unwanted emotion that you may be storing on that right hip to melt into the mat, into the floor, into the earth below where it is recycled, regenerated as positive, healing energy. Coming right back at you. Draw your wrist back towards your waist before you release. And again, melting into the mat. All four corners of your torso should be melting as much as they can into the mat. Inhale as you walk those hands back again, but don't come off on that right hip yet. Bend that left knee, place your elbow around that ankle, and then inhale up to swan. One of my favorites, I love swan. And then possibly come into mermaid. This is a bind. If you'd like to, you can. Don't feel like you have to. One of these days, we're going to grab our toes and pull them up into scorpion, which would be really fun. That's for a little later, though. And then gently release, coming off on your right hip. Swing your left leg all the way around. Left foot is parallel to your right thigh. Bring that right foot in and that right elbow in. Inhale, that left arm up and around. Find that right hip crease. Possibly take a bind in the Mariandrasana twist. And again, we're massaging our internal organs, releasing toxins, opening our hearts to the sidewall through the breath. Inhale back to center. Extend your legs and shake them out. And today, we're moving in to Malasana first. So you guys can stay here in Malasana if you'd like to. Or to Bakasana, we're going to work on core strength. So we're going to do 30 seconds. If you'd like to, you don't have to. Just stop wherever you want to. Coming up on our tippy toes, rocking back and forth. And again, Bakasana, crow, raven, blackbird, whatever you want to call it. And then moving in to Bakasana, lifting your tail feathers. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming back to Malasana. Good job. If you didn't do the whole thing, that's completely fine. This builds our arm strength, core strength, and bone density, which are all important, obviously. Let's inhale from our root chakra all the way up to our crown chakra. And exhale down again. Inhale. And exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Place your hands on the mat. Inhale halfway up to Ardha. Take a giant step back with that right foot this time. Walk that left foot all the way across. Left knee down, right top of foot down. Inhale as you walk those hands back. Royal pigeon. Maybe take Venus Mudra. And exhale down. Placing that right cheek on the mat. Again, breathing in and out. In, humbly bowing, resting pigeon. Opening up that left hip, releasing any unwanted emotion that you may be storing there. Breathing in and out. Slowly draw those hands back towards your waist before you release. Again, we're allowing any unwanted emotions to melt into the mat, into the floor, into the earth below, where they are recycled, regenerated into positive, healing energy. Slowly walk those hands back, but don't come off on that left hip. Bend your right knee, grabbing onto your ankle, and then open up to the front of the room in swan. Maybe take a bind in mermaid, if this is in your practice. Wherever you are is perfect. And then release. Come off on that left hip. Swing your right leg all the way around. Right foot is parallel to your left thigh. Bring that left foot in and your left elbow in. Inhale that right arm up and around. Find your left hip crease. Possibly take a bind in the Mariandrasana twist. Again, dragging those shoulders back and down, massaging your internal organs, opening your hearts to the sidewall. Inhale back to center. Shake your legs out. Bend your knees. Arms are out on either side of your knees. Inhale as you lift your feet, grabbing onto your big toes. Exhale as you extend your legs. Drag your shoulders back and down. Breathing in and out, straight legs if you can. Then bend your legs. Arms are out on either side. Inhale first. Exhale inch by inch, vertebra by vertebra down to the mat. And when you get there, give yourselves a much deserved hug. Rock back and forth. Good job. And then from here, you can either take your block in hand and move into a supported bridge, or maybe follow me. I'm going to move into wheel, which is the ultimate heart opener to get ready for the weekend. Energized. Again, forward folds, calm you down. Backward folds, energize you. So I'm placing my hands so that my fingertips are facing my hips. My heels are in. Inhale as you push up. Make sure that your hair is out of the way. That's something I should have said. Again, in wheel. Again, this is such a wonderful way to open your hearts and get ready for the weekend. And then gently drag the crowns of your heads down towards the mat as you bend your elbows. Draw your knees in, rock back and forth. If you're in a supported bridge, wherever you are, inhale as you push your hips up. Remove the block and then exhale down again. Good job. Then from here, we're moving into a shoulder stand, pushing our hips up, walking our shoulders under. You can also simply be in legs straight up, but we're allowing the circulation to come back down to our vital organs, back down to our brains, wherever you are, looking like a candlestick. And then maybe draw those legs overhead, but be gentle with yourself in halasana or plow pose. Possibly bend your knees, placing your knees on either side of your ears in ear pressure pose or snail pose. And then inch by inch, vertebra by vertebra, coming back down to the mat. Draw those knees in for a hug. Inhale through your noses, side out. Inhale. One more time. Inhale. Good job. And then from here, let's go ahead and inhale first. Exhale as you extend that right leg. Inhale your left arm up overhead. Exhale as your right hand pushes that left thigh over to the right. Look over your left shoulder and breathe. Opening up those left obliques as you do. Inhale back to center. Draw those knees in for a hug. And then exhale that left leg down. Inhale your right arm up overhead. Exhale as you push that right knee over to the left with your left hand. Look over your right shoulder and breathe. Opening up those right obliques one last time. Emptying them before the weekend. Inhale back to center. Draw those knees in for a hug. And again, one more time. Inhale through your noses. Side out. Inhale. Excuse me. Oh, wow. And with that intention, allow your legs to come out as wide as the mat or wider. Arms are down beside your torso. Palms are up to receive, down to ground, starting to relax. Relax your toes, relax your feet, relax your ankles. Relax your calves, relax your knees, relax your thighs. Relax your hips, relax your torsos, relax your fingers. Relax your hands, relax your wrists, relax your forearms. Relax your elbows, relax your upper arms, relax your shoulders. Relax your necks, relax your jaws, relax your cheeks. Relax your foreheads. Relax the crowns of your heads. Just relax. Start to bring movement back to your fingers and your toes by wiggling your toes and maybe touching each finger with your thumb. Reach your arms overhead, extend through your feet, giving yourselves a full body stretch and filling your lungs with your breath. Then exhale as you draw those knees in for one final compassionate hug, rocking back and forth, massaging your lower backs and your kidneys. Slowly roll over to the right side in the fetal position and remain here for a few breaths. Then using the strength of your arms, come back to a seated position, facing the front of the room. Legs are crossed. Hands are in Anjali Mudra. Heads are bowed in honor of your practices. From the place deep in my soul that I know to be pure and true, I bow to and honor that same place that resides within each of you. Thank you so much for coming to practice yoga with me on this very, very beautiful Friday. I am not sure about next week. I will be in St. Martin, so I am hoping, because there's an infinity pool that we are staying at, it's a house, that because Cyril will be with me, he can take care of Max when I teach. I think that that'll be the case, but I have to see what the situation is once I get there. So let's plan on Monday. No, not on Monday. I get in Monday at 1:30 in the afternoon. I'm sorry. No, Tuesday. Let's plan on Tuesday, and if it's not possible, I will get in touch with you beforehand. And I will be back from St. Martin on Sunday. And it's wonderful to see all of you again. Have a wonderful weekend and the rest of the week as well. Namaste. And I'm going to go ahead and ring the gong. I will definitely let you know, but the house is really pretty and it has a gorgeous view of St. Martin, so it would be nice. Yes, it's still blurry back there though, so it wouldn't really show very much. It would not be very exciting to just see a blurry background. I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording.